The material in the cell which carries genetic information from one generation to another generation is called genetic material. Mendel used the term factor for the genetic material without knowing its structure, composition, and location in the cell. In 1903, Sutton and Bowry proposed chromosomal theory of inheritance. In this theory, they correlated the behavior of Mendelian factors with the behavior of chromosomes. Like that, Mendel reported a pairs of the factors for inheritance of each trait, and chromosomes are also present in the paired form. Mendel explained that out of the pair of the factors, only one factor from each of the parent present in the gametes, and you know that during meiotic division, out of the pair of the chromosomes, only one chromosome will be present in the gamete. Mendel proposed law of independent assortment. According to this law, two pairs of the factors, they behave independently and assort randomly, and you will see during gamete formation, during meiotic division, two pairs of the chromosome, they are independent to each other and they assort randomly. Hence, chromosomal theory of inheritance proposed chromosome as a unit of inheritance, chromosome as a genetic material. In 1903, Johansen coined the term gene. In 1909, Johansen coined the term gene. In 1910, T.H. Morgan proposed the linkage theory. In the linkage theory, it was proposed that the genes are present on the chromosome. So now it has been proved that the chromosome is the carrier of the many of the genes, and the gene is actually genetic material which carry the genetic information from one generation to another generation. Three function: genotypic function, phenotypic function, and evolutionary function. Genotypic function means capability to replicate with high fidelity, with high purity. You know that having the trait, an individual produces the progeny and transfer the trait to its progeny. It is possible because of there is a system of replication. So each gene replicates and the copy of the gene is transferred to its progeny. Phenotypic function means if a parent is transfer the gene to the progenies, then the gene in the progeny in the child must express phenotypically, because we observed the trait phenotypically. We found the phenotypic similarities between the parent and their children. Evolutionary function, capability to allow errors in low frequency. It is needed for evolution. It is called mutation. So new alleles are originated through mutation. So it is the requirement of the genetic material. Replication is the requirement. Phenotypic expression is the requirement, as there must be the chance to provide, to allow the errors in the low frequency. You know that the gene is a genetic material, and genes are present on the chromosome. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and protein. Then out of two components, DNA and protein, which one is the truly genetic material? Whether DNA is genetic material or protein is a genetic material. So for identification of genetic material, the first experiment was conducted by Griffith 1928. Griffith started his experiment on a bacteria, Diplococcus pneumonia, which causes pneumonia and kills the mammals, human being as well as rat, mice. He selected two strains of this bacteria, third S and second R. R means rough, Second R bacterial strain has no polysaccharide coat, hence produces rough colony, but does not create the pneumonia. Third S means smooth because of the presence of polysaccharide outer wall of the bacteria. This polysaccharide wall protect the bacteria and it is the cause of pneumonia, and protect itself, the bacteria protect itself having a outer wall of polysaccharide. Since second R has no outer wall of polysaccharide, so it is not protected, and it is lost when it enters into a host. So Griffith started with experiment with the two strains of Diplococcus pneumonia. Second R, when second R was injected into the mice, all the mice were alive. No pneumonia was observed. It means that second R was avirulent. It means that second R was incapable to create the disease pneumonia. But third S, when it was injected into the mice, all the mice were died because of the pneumonia. The third S is a virulent race. Virulent means ability to create the disease. But when third S was heated and heated third S was injected into the mice, then all the mice were alive. It means that after heating, the virulence of third S was lost. But a mixture of second R and heated third S, separately second R could not create the disease, separately heated third S could not create the disease, but the mixture of second R and heated third S, when it was injected, few of the mice, not all, but few of the mice were died, and normal third S type of the cell of the bacteria were recovered from the dead mice. This was a case of transformation of the second R into third S. But what was the component? Whether it was DNA which transformed second R into third S, yeah, it was a protein which transformed second R into third S. This component is known as transforming principle. So Griffith could not explain about the whether it was DNA or whether it was protein. MacLeod and McCarty in 1944, they conducted the experiment, same experiment on the same bacteria, Diplococcus pneumonia, with the same strain, but in the lab, not on the mice. When second R strain was cultured, rough colony was observed. Third S was cultured, smooth colony was observed. Heated third S, when it was cultured, no colony was observed. But the mixture of second R and heated third S, when it was cultured, few third S cells were recovered. These scientists, again they used three different enzymes. DNase, which digests DNA of the solution. RNase, which digests or destroy RNA of the solution. Protease, which digests protein of the solution. Second R and DNA of heated third S, when this mixture was cultured, normal third S colony was observed. But when RNase and protease were used, there was no change of the result. Again the third S colony was recovered, but DNase changed the result. It was observed that in the absence of DNA, no transformation was observed. Only in the presence of DNA, they could observe third S colony. Then now it is proved that DNA is a genetic material. This was the first experiment proved DNA is a genetic material. Experiment regarding to prove for the DNA genetic material was conducted by Hershey and Chase in 1952, and the material was bacteriophage, animal virus, plant virus, and bacteriophage. Animal virus infect animal, plant viruses infect plant, but the virus which infect bacteria is known as bacteriophage. T2 bacteriophage are composed of head and tail, and head and tail are made up of protein. Head is a box-like structure, and inside the head double-strand DNA is packed. Many of the viruses are there: double-stranded DNA, single-stranded DNA, double-stranded RNA, single-stranded RNA are there. But in T2 phage, double-stranded RNA is packed inside the head. At the time of infection, DNA of the T2 phage is inserted inside the cell of bacteria, Escherichia coli is there, and replicates its DNA into several copies. And each copy of the DNA forms a DNA bacteriophage, and the new bacteriophage are originated. It takes 20 minutes, about 20 minutes time. The 20 minutes is a life cycle of a bacteriophage. In this experiment, Hershey and Chase labeled bacteriophage, T2 bacteriophage, with the two element phosphorus and sulfur. The unique thing regarding this selection of phosphorus and sulfur was phosphorus only present in the DNA, not in the protein. Sulfur is only present in the protein, not in the DNA. When the labeled bacteriophage were allowed to infect the bacteria, after 20 minutes, new progenies of the bacteriophage were recovered, were collected, and the progenies were centrifuged. It was observed that only 32P was present in the progeny, 35S was absent. It proved that a DNA is genetic material in T2 bacteriophage. In another experiment, Frankel, Conrad and Singer in 1957, they used tobacco mosaic virus. In the tobacco mosaic virus, RNA is present, DNA is absent. Very simple structure of tobacco mosaic virus is RNA and proteins. So they chemically separated the strain, two strains of RNA and protein. Strain A, RNA and proteins are separated into RNA A and protein A. Strain B, again chemically separated, RNA B and protein B. And a hybrid RNA, hybrid viruses are prepared with the mixture of first hybrid of RNA A with protein B strain, second hybrid virus RNA of B strain and protein of A strain, and these hybrid viruses, they were allowed to infect the tobacco leaves, and the different symptoms were observed. But these different symptoms, they were corresponded with the RNA type. First hybrid, where RNA was from the A strain, produced A type symptom. The second hybrid had RNA of B strain and symptom was a B type. It proved that if the DNA is absent, then RNA is a genetic material by Frankel, Conrad and Singer. What is the genetic material in eukaryotes? There is no direct evidence regarding the genetic material in eukaryotes. Genes are present on the chromosome, and chromosomes are composed of protein and DNA again. But few indirect evidences are there. Now we can prove that by supporting these indirect evidences, the DNA is genetic material in eukaryotes. The first basis of this evidence is DNA content. All the cells of an organism have same content of the same amount of the DNA, but protein contents varies from cell to cell. DNA content is exactly half in the gametes as that of somatic cell. DNA content in a cell is proportionate to the ploidy, its ploidy level. Means in a diploid cell, DNA amount, DNA content is exactly half as that of the tetraploid cell. Ultraviolet effect. It has been proved that DNA absorbs ultraviolet rays at 254 nanometer wavelength. And 254 nanometer wavelength, it has been proved that it is the highest rate of mutation. So it proved that DNA is genetic material. Synthesis of all type of RNAs in the cell, all type of proteins, they are dependent upon the specific sequence of the DNA. It also proved that DNA is genetic material in eukaryotes too. So now suppose if a question is given to you that prove that DNA is genetic material, you have two evidences, direct evidences, Avery MacLeod and McCarthy experiment and Hershey and Chase experiment. But in eukaryotes, there are few indirect evidences, but ultimately it has been proved that DNA is genetic material.